Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Oh, one moment. And enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Derry here from Drakewing Gaming, and Sunny Mountains Wood of the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Home Somewhere Else. So y'all, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. Speaking of which, do you have any money saved up, Chad? You'll need any cash you can find if you want to get on your feet again. I had some a couple months ago, but ever since I started renting, I've been living paycheck to paycheck. I was supposed to get paid in the next few days, but, well, we all know what happened. Oh, right, don't let the past bring you down. Put on a brave face and go out there with your head held high. You're more than capable than you give yourself credit for. I know a hard worker when I see one. She places her small hands on your knuckles. You can feel the calluses on her skin. She gives you a warm smile before pulling back to collect the plates. Her words strike at your core, invigorating your soul with a brand new fire. Oh, there you go. Thank you, I needed that. You're welcome, sweetheart. Also, thank you for trying my sweets. No, thank you for making them. They were splendid. This is really feeling like the opening to a porn. I hate to say that, but it really does. I'm glad you think so. I made them with a lot of love. So far, I haven't been able to taste test the coffee and treats together. Thony is way too young to be drinking coffee, so I really needed an outside perspective. Has no one tried them too? I can't be the only one. You hear the rapid pitter-pattering of feet come from the corridor. You can already tell who it is. I'm ready, Mr. Chad! You can't help but smile as the tiny Thony jumps around you. He manages to yank you out of your seat, which takes you by surprise considering his size. Whoa! Hold your horses, buddy. Let me take my plate to the sink first. Don't worry, honey. I've got it covered. Before you can respond, she gives you a nod, followed by a warm smile. Thanks. Come on, Mr. Chad. Let's go! Let's go! Please lead Chad to the school and make sure he swings by the front office as well. I'm going to be busy here, so I won't be able to go with you. Kathy grabs a bag from the chicken counter and makes her way to Thony. She plants a kiss on his forehead and hands it to him. You can't help but smirk at the hearts and cat faces drawn on it. Also, you mentioned you didn't have a phone last night, so take the spare phone. It has my number and some important contacts. You hesitate to take the pricey-looking device from her. You can put a password if you like to as well. But I... Just take it, Mr. Chad, we're going to be late! Before you can protest anymore, she gently places the phone in the palm of your free hand. Sorry. We'll see you later, Kathy. Thank you for everything. Thony leads you to the door and you both exit the house. As you make your way to the sidewalk, you turn around and see Kathy waving happily at the two of you. You can see her smile fade as she closes the front door. Oh. Just what on earth am I doing? This way, Mr. Chad. We're going to go through the park. It's the fastest way to school. All right, boss. Lead the way. The two of you stroll towards the park. The air is crisp and refreshing today. The rain may have chilled the air, but the morning sun is as bright as ever. Perfect jogging weather, to say the least. As the two of you make your way down a familiar path, you walk by an intersection and spot an old, decrepit house down the road to your left. Your smile begins to fade. It's scary to think that so much happened in less than 24 hours. Are you okay, Mr. Chad? You look down at Thony, who looks worried compared to his usual carefree demeanor. It's nothing. Don't worry about it, okay? Is that the place that you got kicked out of? What? How did you... Well, you told us about it yesterday, remember? It matches how you described it. The trash bags are still there. You also looked really sad when you saw the place. The small kitten points at the waterlogged trash bags on the front lawn, lazily flapping about on the grass in the distance. The shady figure from yesterday morning is standing in the shade, smoking a cigarette. At least you think that's tobacco. Before you can stare for too long, Thony tugs on your hand to get your attention. Well, you hit the nail on the head, that's for sure. Are you secretly a master detective? You're too young to be noticing things like that. The small kitten zips his lips with emotion before smiling at you. I've been watching a lot of crime shows, though. My favorites are Paw and Order and First Scene Investigation. Apparently they're making another spin-off show. First Scene Investigation? What? Really? I'm surprised that show is still going. I used to watch that show a long time ago. I've also been playing lots of detective games, too. I really like the idea of being a detective when I grow up, so I've been trying to be observant, looking at how kids at school act around each other. I do this at the park, too. It's kind of like Phoenix Wright Pro Attorney. They always find the culprit and find the truth using the small details. You played Phoenix Wright, too? Yeah, but only the first one, though. I don't have any money to buy more consoles. I used to own a Nintendo DS a long time ago, along with the original trilogy. Hope you can play them one day. They're pretty great games overall. Yeah, I do too. But thanks to my detective skills and when I've learned about you, I was able to deduce you were homeless. Didn't I tell them I was homeless when we met? Well, I'm not anymore, thanks to you, kid. Thony! Sure thing. Thanks, Thony. Before you two know it, you've made it to the steps of the stone pathway from yesterday. Let's head through the park, Mr. Chad. As you make your way past the front entrance, you notice it's a lot livelier in the morning when the sun is in full display. You assume people must be afraid of visiting in the evenings. Oh, I didn't get a chance to tell you this, Thony. Tell me what? This is kind of late, but it's really nice to meet you. The small kitten glances at you with a confused smile, unsure of what you meant. But, Mr. Chad, you already said that yesterday, at this very park. Did you forget? Oh, I did? His lapses in memory are weird. The kitten nods as the two of you continue down the walkway, passing by the bench from yesterday. This memory loss thing is messing up my mind. Well, anyways, I'm really glad we got to meet you too, Mr. Chad. We finally found someone who could help us. Help us? Well, what do you mean by help us? What the What's going on here? What is going on here? Do you know how big this park is, Mr. Chad? It seems so big since it's connected to the woods. He didn't even try to answer my question. He straight up avoided it altogether. Yeah, well, the forest is basically endless. I think it was a few 100,000 acres last time I checked. Most cities stick to the coastline, so there's nothing really in the woods, not even other towns or logging camps. Whoa, neat! How do you know there's nothing there? Well, at my old job, we had to look at the maps to see where to chop down good timber. Not to mention I've been in the forest a few times. Whoa! Your conversation is halted as you bump into someone, making them drop a few items to the ground. Thankfully, nothing looks damaged. Sorry, sir, my bad, I didn't see you there. You quickly crouch down to help the strangely robed Catman collect his stuff. A medkit and alcohol and bandages. Not what I'd expect someone to be walking around with, at least not without a bag. Second, y'all. Alright, y'all, and we are back. Alright. Worry not, Mr. Chad. The robed figure tries to assist you, but you're already done before you can grab an item off the stone floor. Huh, does this guy know me? You hand over the stuff to the stranger as he gently receives it. Thank you, you're just like I imagined. You shoot a glance at Thony. He looks very perturbed by the man's demeanor. Come find me if you ever need me. The man gives off a strange bow, emotion barely visible on his face before returning to his original route. What on earth is that guy talking about? When did this town get so many weirdos? Come on, Thony, let's go. You continue your walk with the kitten, hurrying him along as the two of you speed walk away. The farther that man is from Thony, the better. After you two are relatively far from where the conversation happened, you look at each other with confusion written on your faces. I'm gonna guess you don't know that guy. At all. Thony sure is sharp. I don't think I do, but I guess he knows me alright, considering he called me by name and had no problem spouting weird nonsense. The kitten scratches his chin for a few seconds before shrugging his shoulders and smiling. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's keep going, Mr. Chad. You don't look very concerned about that guy. Are people like that common around here? The kitten squints his eyes while rubbing a flowing imaginary beard. Mr. Chad, I'm 9 years old. I've seen a lot of weird things in this life. Oh yeah? Like what? Old man? Well, yesterday I saw Weird Doberman give his prized hat to a handsome young cat. Weird Doberman, huh? You mess with his hat playfully. Hey! The kitten snaps out of his old man charade and clasps his hands over the hat. The two of you smile and laugh before continuing on your way. You and Thony trek through the park. The rest of the path is at an incline. The back of your legs start to ache as you press on. You're surprised to see that you were led up the scenic route, being greeted by a long cliffside view of the town. The stone walkway led you up to a hillside terrace, complete with stone guardrails and benches. Thony holds your hand and brings you to the guardrail. The view allows you to see most of the city. Look there, Mr. Chad, it's our house! Yeah, I can see that. The area to the east of Maramabo is full of residential houses and is coupled with the central plaza. The south is mainly just the port, and of course, the endless sea. West of the city is the main road leading out of the town towards cool logs, and besides some mountains, there's nothing but deep, unending forest. There really is nothing in those woods. You look north to see some more housing, with the commercial district to the right of them. It doesn't take long for Thony to be tugging on your hand once more. Let's keep going, we're close! The two of you make your way down the hill. It It's definitely a lot easier this time around. You continue down one of the stone pathways and are quickly greeted by the park's northern entrance. The two of you continue through the walkway. It surprises you how high the city gets considering the two of you don't have to go down the hill. The park's northern entrance quickly approaches and bookends the path. The school's right around the corner! It takes literally one turn and soon the school is in view, no more than a couple minutes away from the park. Second, y'all. Water time. Oh, this water's done. Let's try the other one. What is that? Tropical cherry sparkling water. Delicious. Y'all know me. I like my sparkling water. Or fizzy water, both. Whoa, you weren't kidding. It's right there. It's close enough that we usually go on field trips here. It sounds like a lot of fun. I bet you and your friends have a great time here. All the hills to roll down and the bridge must be fun to race. Friends? Thony looks at you with a disheartened gaze. Whatever you said hurt him more than you expected it to. I'm sorry, Thony. I didn't mean to... No, it's okay. I'm used to it. How long have you been by your... Oh, hello there. We're here! Thony. You're in front of the school's gate. A lot of kids are running to enter. A big old lion wearing glasses is standing there. He looks like the principal. Can you give my mom a call? Sure. You reach into your pocket and pull out the phone. It's remarkably thin and light. It feels like a piece of glass compared to the plastic bricks you're used to. Let's see... How on earth do I turn this thing on? Is it the two buttons on the side, the button on the top, or... Don't you know how to use a phone, Mr. Chad? Well... Phones have really changed a lot since I last used one. Back then they actually had buttons and numbers. I don't think I ever used a phone like this before. You notice the kitten giving you an uncomfortably inquisitive look, almost as if he was looking at a puzzle with missing pieces. He doesn't look long. The look doesn't last long. He shrugs before smiling once more. Well, have no fear, Mr. Chad. Let a master teach you the ways of the smartphone. You hold the phone towards Thony, a little embarrassed that something as easy as calling someone needs to be explained to you. Thony huddles next to you and shows what each button does and how to unlock the phone. It's a truly baffling experience at first, but it doesn't take long before you learn how to access the phone's contact list. Then you touch the screen where it says call. The kitten taps the screen, which is something you're still struggling to wrap your head around. It has all the buttons you'd ever need and more, but it's a solid piece of glass. So how on earth does it feel where your fingers are touching? Beep, beep. Since we both want to hear, you press the speakers button and... Hello? Hiya, Mom. We're just letting you know that we got to school safely. I'm glad to hear that, baby. I'll let you guys go since I have... Wait, Mom, you need to talk to Mr. Lorenzo. The two of you pace to an elderly-looking lion, who seems distracted by the students and parents bustling around him. Good morning, Mr. Lorenzo. Good morning, Mr. Reyes. And good morning, good sir. The man adjusts his glasses and looks over the two of you with an inquisitive look. Good morning, sir. Can I help you with something, Mr. Reyes? Thony nudges you with his elbow and nods towards the phone in your hand. You quickly nod and hold it close to the bespectacled lion. Mom? Oh, good morning, Mr. Lorenzo. Thony's mom speaking. Mr. Chad here is going to pick up Thony today. Oh, why hello, Kathy. Thank you very much for letting me know. Water time. You're very welcome, and thank you for looking after Thony. The elderly lion nods approvingly at the two of you. You can't help but feel a little welcomed by the man. He's refined and courteous, but there's a hint of a pretension to him. I've got to get going, Mom. I'm going to be late for class. Okay, sweetie, have a good day, and thank you, Chad. Laters! With the call finished, you put the phone back into the safety of your pocket. You've got this in the bag. Have a great day, champ. Oh, you've got this in the bag. Have a great day, champ. Thony fist bumps you with a signature smile. Thanks. You too, bro. Be sure to pick me up at 5 p.m. See you later, Thony. See ya. See ya. You rest your weight on the entrance gate as a kitten runs into the large school. Before you leave, Mr. Lorenzo sees you off with a bow and a smile. You wave back to the lion before walking away from the gate. Okay, so what now? With your main objective accomplished, you're left wandering adrift with no clear direction. You casually stroll on the sidewalk, heading further from the school. Well, I have no money, so I can't really go to many places. If that's the case, I should look for any places that are hiring unskilled Whoa! Something hard and heavy charges into you from behind, striking the back of your head. You try your damnedest to remain on equal footing, but you lose your balance and land flat on your ass. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you to our gold tier patron, Armor. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier anyway. If y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to our Not Safe for Work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!